Hello everyone, welcome to the today Strenght&Stoic podcast episode 35, and we just arrived to the final episode of the self-control big topic, and the closing episode is going to be the man who controls himself cannot be controlled. Very samurai theme podcast. This is what came to my mind when I read the title. So, there is a man the world cannot manipulate. The man who controls himself. If you control your emotions, people cannot provoke you. If you control your impulses, temptation cannot trap you. If you control your mind, fear cannot own you. That is power, not loud power, silent power. Wow, this is super cool, especially the second sentence. I read it again. If you control your impulses, temptation cannot trap you. Exactly. If you know where you're coming from and where you are going from, and you have purpose of your life combined with faith, then most likely the life cannot take you down anymore on your knees. This is why we practice self-control. This is why I'm talking a lot about this topic, because this is the alpha and the omega of the life. Once you learn to control your emotions, your thoughts and your reaction, then you basically crack the life. You have the master key for everything. The invisible authority. Most people try to control the outside world, money, status, recognition, other people. But they can't control their anger, they can't control distraction, they can't control comfort. External control means nothing if internal control is missing. The strongest position in life is emotional independence. And now, guys, we arrive to the modern people problem. Then we try to represent status, and we waiting for validation from other people, and we try to amaze our outside world, which is just a level 1, not even level 1. If you don't know how to get above this level, you learn nothing in the life, my friend, I have to tell you. Because first moment when you lose your money and status, then there'll be no more recognition from people, and life gonna open you the book of reality. Because trust me, it's hard to believe it and hard to accept it, but 99% of the people around you wouldn't give a fuck if you would die tomorrow, to be honest. Only a little circle who really cares about you and would love you as well. If you have nothing, trust me, I've been there. I saw with my eyes how you can go from hero to zero, just like one day to another, because you lose your status or you lose a bit of money, and there is no more recognition anymore from the people. So the world, forget very quick those people who want to amaze them environment, and earlier you realize your life is gonna be more stable and much better. So always try to go control the internal things, and then the external things is gonna come, but the external things, they are not important whatsoever. And I'm not saying this because I've been there as well, because this is the law, and many people say this and said that. So more you try to understand, then don't try to worry about the outside world. Easier and earlier is gonna be, you're gonna be free and happy, man. Why the world rewards control. Calm people are trusted. Measured people are respected. Stable people are followed. Not because they speak louder, but because they are predictable under pressure. When the chaos hits, who do people look at? The one who doesn't panic. Self-control creates leadership. Exactly, guys. This is the moment again. when the shit hits the fan, the people, they go two pathway. One of them who reacting, another one who is controlling the reaction and act accordingly, not reacting, doesn't make decision on the fly. It's very important. You can see this in the life many times. Unfortunately, I was a reacting person as well, and I thought if I'm gonna get angry that people will understand me. People understand those people who don't react and they are calm and they proposing the solution, not people who running up and down and with pulling them hair out and try to show to the people then how angry they are and how much pressure they have, and they expecting people gonna give them tap of the shoulder. It doesn't work, guys. Learn to settle when the chaos comes. It's the best. Plan yourself so you don't have chaos. But if chaos happens, just always step back and measure your opportunity and measure the situation before you make some decision which would make you feel worse later. Let's see what the Stoic says about this topic. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." That is emotional mastery. You don't react because others are reactive. You don't lose composure because other lose theirs. You choose your response. That is internal sovereignty. Exactly what I talked about before as well. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. If somebody hurts you, make sure you don't go down on that level. Why? Because you cannot win on that level and you are much better than them. And when somebody is angry on you, you have to know that the calmness is the best answer for this action. And Napoleon Hill said, "He who masters himself is greater than who conquers a city." Why? Because conquering yourself is daily. There is no final victory, only repeated discipline. Self-control is not one big moment. It is quiet repetition. Exactly. You never stop learning, and the learning curve is never over. You always stay student. You always have to fight for the next day until the final day doesn't come, and this is why this journey is fantastic, because you cannot there is never a rival. And I always said this, guys, all of you, we don't arrive, we only arrive when we have our final day and we go to the other side. Then we arrive. Before we just learning and experiencing. So don't think ever that because you achieve this and that, then your life is settled, and just sit back in your sofa, because life is gonna punish you very quick. The ultimate freedom is not doing whatever you want. Freedom is not being controlled by what you want. There is a difference. If desire pulls you, you are not free. If emotion drives you, you are not free. If impulse commands you, you are not free. Control creates freedom. Very important, guys. Control your emotions. Again, I'm telling you, and control your desires as well. There are a lot of very good tools like isolation. If you have problem with your desire, isolate yourself, and then you will see what kind of person are you, because what is all about discipline. You do things what you hate like you love it, and when you don't do things what you would like it, but you would love it, because you choose self-control, the real freedom is gonna grow inside of you. Many people say what I like is against the law, or it makes me fat, or it wants to kill me. There are many good habits as well in the world which actually gives you a same feeling if you practice it, and nobody wants to put you in the jail for it. or you don't get cancer. So there is a hope, guys, in another side as well. Yes, a little bit harder, but the reward is much better. Trust me, it's much better to be in this side of the world than in the dark side. Internal hierarchy, when you control yourself, you feel different, more stable, more grounded, more certain. You trust your decision, you respect your words. Self-control builds internal hierarchy. You become your own authority. Very important, guys, very important. Many times when I was in the dark side and somebody told me something which I didn't like, just not to argue with the person, I said yes, even though I didn't want to say yes. What is this self-betrayal? So I'm really keep an eye those things. When I see somebody try to force his will on me, like today, I had a client who didn't come and he thinks whatever he tells me, I will always agree with him, and I had to cut this at the beginning and explain to him, like, buddy, this is how things are working with me. You do this and I will do that. If you don't do this, and I will do that. And there is nothing wrong with that, to tell to people where is your boundaries. Set up your boundaries, guys. Learn to say no. Even though the first thing, it looks like you're gonna have a conflict with somebody, have conflict. There is nothing wrong with that. It's much better than after that you just go and cry in the corner because you said something what you normally you wouldn't say and you don't want to do it. And final close, you don't need to dominate others. You need to dominate yourself. What is the highest form of strength? If you control your mind, you control your direction. If you control your direction, you control your destiny. Final line. The man who controls himself cannot be controlled. Or as Napoleon Hill said, I am the master of my fate and a captain of my soul. Very important little quote. And also as well, I have to tell you guys, this morning we went to do our morning hour of talking with the dogs. And my wife, my partner, love of my life, got an amazing idea from the mastermind. How we call is the little words, puzzle words. It's FAR, which means faith, action, and repetition. This is how you create good things. This is how you learn self-control as well. This is how you get far in the life. How amazing is this, guys? Thank you very much to listen to me this week. If you listen to me next week, I will come with the failure, and we will open in 7 episodes this big subject as well. And today 7 p.m. TikTok live, where I'm again going to summarizing this week with the self control topic. So if you want to come there. Frank V. This is the TikTok what I'm still using, as the other one has no 50 followers. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you've done something good for yourself this weekend, not just self-destruction, and you learn self-control and you practice self-control this weekend as well. Have a lovely day. Ciao, guys.